Okay, so this is a huge change that happened 19 hours ago, but there's a little bit of more information coming out about this as well. Let's talk about it. It's in regards to Righteous Orbs and the Crusader Enchant. Kyvax posted Blue Post with a hotfix that went live to all realms earlier today. Righteous Orbs no longer drop during Phase 3 of Season of Discovery. They'll become available as intended in Phase 4. Now, Righteous Orbs, of course, are being used. You guys have seen them before. Normally, you think of Righteous Orbs, Strathome live side. That's where you get them. So it turns out, and of course you use this for, why? Crusader Enchant. That's why people want this best in slot melee DPS enchant. Everybody wants to have it. Okay, so there was a farm, as it turns out, kind of players discovered this over the last week. There is a rare mob that spawns right outside Strathome, right on the bridge leading in. And clip is courtesy of Simon Ice Show, great streamer. And I think the mob had a 3-minute respawn and I think a 2% drop chance to drop a Crusader Orb. So you had players out there 24/7 industrially farming these mobs here every 3 minutes, 1 or 2% drop chance, whatever it was, all day, every day, on every single layer to try to get these Crusader Orbs. And of course, the Crusader Orbs were selling for like thousands of gold because they're so rare and they're such a pain in the ass to get, and you kind of need a group to do it because it's a group of elite mobs, level 57 elite mobs you have to kill to try to get the orb. So it takes a raid group to do. It was a whole thing, okay? And so Blizzard decided we're going to shut this down. This 19 hours ago. Just a couple hours ago, this is today, one of the admins of Warcraft logs, after the change that Blizzard implemented, they said, hey, listen, confirming that with the Righteous Orb drop removal, Crusader logs will be banned from Warcraft logs. So if anyone in your raid group has Crusader Enchant on their weapons, your Warcraft log is done. They are purging it. So now, if you're one of the very few hyper sweaty turbo no life type of people that ended up getting Crusader Enchant by using this farm here, if you're one of these guys, now you need to get rid of that enchant. Even if you already have it, you need to get rid of it because now your logs are going to be invalidated per the Warcraft log decision, which is honestly, I think that's a good move. Here's what I'll say, okay? I think having some no-life, sweaty type of grinds in the game for the no-life, sweaty players, I think that's a good thing, but I think it can't be too ridiculous. And so if the barrier of entry, if you're like, hey, I'm a melee DPS and I want to try to perform in my raid, I want to do big DPS, and I want to try to get my parses and be a contributing member of my raid group, and I want to be on the DPS meter, and that's like everyone wants to be a good DPSer, right? Okay, that makes sense. That's kind of the mindset of a WoW player. The barrier of entry to do that as a melee DPS being, I need to get like a 1200 gold Righteous Orb or join a raid group and go farm it myself all day to try to get one to get the enchants, and it's 2 orbs per enchant, and I might have 2 weapons or more that I need to enchant, so I might need 4 orbs or 6 orbs depending on how many weapons I have. That barrier of entry is like a little bit high. It's a little bit too high. So I think it's probably a good thing that they shut this down. They got rid of it. Blizzard, I think that's the right move. Warcraft logs following up, I think this is the correct and proper move also. And then save it for the next phase. I think that makes a lot of sense. I think this is a good change. I do think so. So I'm happy to see this. Chat, do you think this is a good change? Let's touch base with the live chat here. Was it good? Yes or no of Warcraft logs and Blizzard to shut this down? Yes or no? Good change, yes. Bad change, no. And I'm seeing, let me know, post it. I'm seeing 90% of people, maybe 95% of people are saying, yes, it's a good change. And a couple people say no. Okay. Seems like it's a good change. Yeah, I think you don't want the barrier of entry to be too high with stuff like this. But there's that. I'm happy to see this. Good for them.